Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is. Man. Tough night for my parlays. Tough night for my parlays.
Man, we switched up the way we do it. Hey, I got one.
Didn't help me not one bit. But it's not my fault. It's those fighters' fault. But a good night for fights, and I'm not even mad at it. Super good night for fights. Super good night. And there was a lot of fights. 13 fight cards, so you can't be too upset at that.
Everybody showed up. A lot of people showed out.
Yeah. Oof. some showed out more than others too. It was my guy Buckley showed up, showed out, did an encore. He did a little bit of everything with his performance. He could have got all 4 of the PBs for all I care. Give him all the performance bonuses.
100K, 200K,
something. That's getting knocked out of the year. But we'll get to that. We can just start at that fight and end at that fight if need be. But yeah, man, UFC Fight Island 5, good card. And then the main event produced. Yeah, haven't seen the main event produced. You know, well, we've seen them produce, but it's hard to get the main events to live up to the name of being the main event. Holly Holm showed up. Cory Sandhagen.
You're just gonna keep.
I'm gonna keep throwing Holly Holm out there until you put some respect on the legend's name. But you know.
Another time.
Oh man, another time. That's what she should have told Donna. Maybe another time, some other time. But yeah, card started off good. Killed my full card parlay. I picked this being the big upset of the night. Ulanbekov versus Silva didn't happen.
That was horrible.
But Silva made
it
interesting. He didn't go out there and get smoked like the odds. The odds said plus 350 to minus 500.
Almost had
he didn't go out there and get
almost had a Jordan situation. Guy plus like you said, plus 350 come out win the first round, and it's like, what's going on here?
Yeah. All he needed to do was win one more round, and he gets the upset, and that's what I'm saying. Could have got the upset.
Back off for the win. Shout out to him. Hey, Could have had me with 2 good 3-fight parlays, but things happen. Things happen.
Not too much went on in that fight. Good little showing between those two guys. And we start off with a decision already. And I'm not mad at starting off with a decision. But I knew this next fight was probably going to be a decision. Tracy Cortez versus Stephanie Egger. My bad. And that's exactly what happened.
That was a guaranteed decision. Decision.
I mean, I like Cortez, but I'm starting to pick up as far as a vibe. And I wholeheartedly hate watching Esparza fight because it is nothing but meaningless takedowns. They need my guy.
That's facts.
Is it Kevin Tyone, Steve Tyone? One of those. He needs to be reffing those fights. If you ever got Esparza or Tracy Cortez in the fight, my guy Kevin Tyone.
Kevin Sataki.
Kevin Sataki. There it is.
Yeah.
Kevin Sataki, greatest ref of all time. The greatest ref. Well, get this guy. Hey, you better be advancing. Oh, you're not. Hey, y'all better stand up. This is a fight. That's what he says.
Facts.
I like the guy. But yeah, a good fight between Cortez and Egger. Egger just looked to just be out. He even looked to be out.
He was actually
outmatched on the feet as well.
He was actually the ref in this fight, but I mean, he probably had to figure like they're not gonna do too much standing up anyway.
If I stand him up, they're just gonna get back. Yeah, that's right. Kevin Sataki was the. I said it right?
Yeah.
Sataki. Kevin Sataki was the ref for that one. I forgot.
It was
Cortez had two of an advantageous positions. She had the back with the body triangle locked in. Like it wasn't. You can't break somebody from that, even though they're not.
She was in top position a couple times in half guard. And I will say she might have just been enjoying the view from the backside.
I was also going to go there. He like, hey.
I'm not breaking this one.
They're doing enough for me. I was thinking that as well. Like, come on, they gave me the ref and he didn't even stand there. So I forgot all about that. It was the third round, bro. He could have stood him up a couple times in the third round. He was like, "You got it, okay, all right, cool." Oh yeah. But
oh man,
that fight went the way.
Way out. It went the way
you thought it was going to go. I thought Egger was going to actually go out there and do to Cortez what Cortez did to her, and it just seemed like Cortez is just she's very strong and she had the better striking. Egger
the lower base. It's the lower base. It's what you always say. And she looked like she very hip heavy. I'll say that. Like, if she get on top of some of y'all, I'm just saying.
Come on, Sataki, you gotta do better. I'm trying to put you in the Hall of Fame. You out here getting your views off.
Hey,
can't be mad at him. But yeah, so that fight decision, we get my guy Giga Chikadze versus Omar Morales, and we both went against Giga, even though we like him so much. We were so high on Giga, and we let the fact that he hasn't had any finishes forget all about how good of a striker he is.
I'll tell you what really happened, man. It's like, it's not even just the fact that no finishes. We forgot about his kickboxing prowess in this fight. Morales, he been piecing up everybody coming in, but he was also, pretty young in his career. I mean, we're gonna talk about people young in their careers coming up shortly. And it's like he just couldn't get nothing off at the end of the day. Like, it was orthodox, too fast. Orthodox versus southpaw. And those kicks were coming. Like, it took away a lot of what Morales likes to do. He likes to throw the low leg kick. I mean, when you got the stance switch between the two of you, ain't nobody really trying to throw that low kick at the lead shin or whatever. When it's easy checking you and you Anderson Silva and yourself. Nobody's out here trying to do that too often. So that kind of threw, I feel like, a little salt in his game. And from there, it was like, Giga just was opening up.
Almost got to finish too.
Almost got to finish a couple times. He was out there swinging for the fences. He was trying to let off everything.
He looked good. The cardio looked good.
I'm impressed.
He was out there stand switching. He was actually doing the calf kicking, and he actually looked bigger in this fight.
Yeah,
he looked bigger than Morales. Even though Morales came down, Giga looked like he hydrated well. He's going to be a problem at 145 if that's the case.
Need to get that power though, man.
He dropped him twice.
True.
And he was going against a powerful guy. Like, hey, this is the best Giga has looked in the UFC, and to me, this was probably his toughest test. So I can only imagine if this Giga would have showed up against Irwin Rivera or Jamal Emmers, he probably have 2 finishes on his record at this point.
Throughout the axe kick at the end, yeah, man.
Yeah, shout out to Giga. Giga, you was doing your thing. Hey, I ain't never going against you again, player.
Blew my 3 fight. Probably betting against you again. But, not against these kind of guys,
It's not against any. Giga has the look of a ranked fighter.
Giga versus Billy Q. Make it happen.
Ooh.
Make it happen.
Giga Makwan. Interesting. We got some fights.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that went decision. Giga did a 30-27. In my opinion, probably had
Easy.
a 30-26. He had a 30-26 on there. Was not in danger in that fight at all. Did his thing. Shout out to Giga. Never, like I said, he may go against you. I'm not going against you until, like he said, until you fighting like top 10 talent or something.
Yeah. See, that's what can't say never, man. Can't say never. Yeah. They book Giga versus Sadiq or something. It's like, yeah, nah, bro. Sorry.
Giga Jourdain. That's interesting too.
I'm with that.
Giga Feely.
Run
back
too.
That Giga Mike Davis fight y'all been trying to set up. I'm ready for all of that.
Oh man. Just seen my guy Mike Davis on Instagram. He was telling the whole story about all the things that happened to him in this last year. He had a couple injuries. Said he was getting back from an injury and got T-boned on his bike by a car. So yeah, man, he been having shitty luck for the last couple years. But yeah, man, if they could ever get that fight to happen, I'm with that.
It looked like he brought
Giga don't want those problems.
At lightweight anyway. I saw the scale he was on, say 176. And he's solid. So I don't know what else he can do to even drop weight. Yeah. So yeah.
That's facts.
Then we get to a good fight. Tony Kelly versus Ali Al-Quasi. And I hate to see this happen to a guy like Al-Quasi because he's legit. He's a legit fighter. Just got caught with some nasty knees. Almost got it done early with the sub, and it's tough.
He was threatening everything. Threatening everything. So many takedown attempts. Tony Kelly is for real though. My boy got skills.
He basically picked up right where he left off in that Kai Kamika fight. Tony Kelly is a good fighter. He even came down to 135 for this one, so he's a guy at 145 that we can see in the future featherweight. But who knows? He looks so good in this fight. He may try to stay at bantamweight. There may be a place for him at 135.
That's a good look for him.
Good action in this fight. A lot of sub threats that I don't even know what type of position he had Al-Quasi in the first round, but he almost got some nasty armbar off. Al-Quasi almost had him with a couple guillotines. I thought once he had the first attempt, I was like, yeah, this is over. This is it.
Man, he done had a couple of little mounting guillotines too. It's like, I don't. Whew. Yeah, Obedi got saved by the bell one of those times for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good fight. Pretty
Very good fight. Very entertaining fight.
It was 30-27, a couple 29-28 at the end of the fight. Yeah, closer than the 30-27 made it seem. If there was anything that was going to be up for fight of the night, it probably would have been this one.
For sure.
Danny don't really like grappling too much though, so I don't really know. Like I don't really know.
Yeah, Tony Kelly got to work on getting those finishes off. You can't get him wobbled and then close his distance and allow them to engage for a clinch. Especially a guy this good at the clinch. He had him hurt and ended up on bottom twice. That can't happen. Can't happen in the future.
Up, and every time Kelly ended up on top of Casey, just get right back up, grapple him, hold him. It's like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Just stop it. Don't even get close. Just
don't do it.
Distance.
Don't do it. So we had started off with four decisions. That's 60 minutes of fights already. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be a long night. But Buckley said, hold up a minute. Let me tell you what it's about to be. I'm about to make this a little bit quick work. Buckley
second round
versus Sandhagen and I had all this could have been fight of the night too.
That's,
in my opinion.
Yeah, that could have been fight of the night for sure.
But it lacked the fireworks. It just had such a amazing finish.
Buckley won the first round. If Impa would have won the first round, would have been Well, Buckley, he was the one that actually wobbled his head a couple times in the first round. So for him to be the dude to do the spin kick in the second round kind of made it like, okay, no fight of the night, no bonus for you.
That knockout ranks in the same category as Uriah Hall's spinning back kick on Adam Sella. And the only difference is
there with Askren and Askren, like he actually did something. Jorge flying knee and what?
No, that doesn't even make it on the list. That flying knee was, yeah. I'm not a fan of that flying knee like everybody is. It's only super crazy because it's Jorge. We saw Aljamain Sterling go to sleep the same way from a knee and nobody talks about it. They're only talking about Jorge's flying knee because it
wasn't flying.
Hey, did he fold up? Did he stiffen up? Did he get rigor mortis real quick? Yes, he did. So hey, Moraes landed the same type of knee on Sterling.
This the GOAT. It's the best finish ever, bro.
It's a elite finish because it was something that you would only see in action movies. I'm gonna grab the foot, look at you, spin, and when I saw it, I jumped out of my chair, did the same cobra head like everybody. Like that was a knockout I have never seen live action.
Never would have thought I would have seen it,
and never thought I would have seen it in this fight from these two bulky built, muscle bound guys. I didn't think Buckley had that in his repertoire.
I don't know who to even think has that in their repertoire. Like, I can't. There's not a fighter that you gonna name that I'm gonna say. Anthony Pettis, like that's it. Like outside of that, I don't even know, bro. Like
Pieta, you can see Pieta throwing that off. You can see that. That's what that was. Like that, and it landed so flush. It caught Sandhagen coming in. All the stars aligned for that move to get off.
All the stars were. Yeah, he was
perfect line.
He was seeing all the stars when he was looking up on his way down to the floor.
Hope he can bounce back from that because I like him, and like I said, I hated this fight when it was made.
I didn't even pick it on our parlays for that reason, man. I couldn't do it.
I like both of these guys. See, they come across as good, hard-working guys, and hey, they trying to make it. And their prospects, so I see that. Like I didn't even like when Sandhagen and I fought Patolo because I like Patolo too. They keep making my fighters fight each other. I can't. Who am I going to root for? Who am I supposed to root for? I'm just watching this, just pissed off. Like, hope this is just a stale decision. You know, but
and I still hope my guy Buckley go down to 170 because he look kind of small. Man. Big but small. Pause, you know,
it's gonna be a tough weight cut for Buckley to make 170. But hey, Usman's a big 170, so I'm pretty sure Buckley can work with the PI, UFC PI or whatever, and they get him in the right track. Because at 170, he's an even bigger problem.
Don't spin kicks like that.
Just at 185, you got to deal with guys like Kevin Holland. And that's a testament to how good Kevin Holland is, too, as well.
Nice.
So don't forget. Trailblazer out there.
They would never put Impa Sandhagen against Kevin Holland.
And it's crazy. Buckley came in as a huge underdog, plus 195. But I saw it. My foresight, I knew he was too experienced to get it done. Impa's still young, but yeah, hopefully both of these guys get it bounced back. And Buckley he secured the performance bonus. It didn't matter what else happened that night. He had one of the checks.
He should have had two of the checks.
Give him $200K for all I care because you can add up the other three finishes and they do not equal what we saw with that.
Not even close.
I don't even know what to kind of call that. That's an improvised finish. That was just like that was equal to, like you said, a Pettis move when he ran on the fence and kicked Henderson in the face. Nobody had ever seen nothing like that. Crazy. Crazy.
Never even thought I would have seen it. Spin kick off the cop flip, like it was basically some Owen Hart spin kick. Owen Hart with the spin kick. Come on, bro. Come on.
But it's crazy now because now we're going to start seeing that implemented in a lot of fighters' repertoire. Once they started getting that, once they get the foot held, you gonna hold it that long? There you go.
Heard a couple of the little announcers saying, "Oh, that's a very, very basic Taekwondo technique," and I'm like, "Bro, basic? Were you?"
Hey, it didn't look basic the way he did it.
Like, that got to be a purple belt, something like blue.
Oh man,
right, that ain't a white belt move right there.
So yeah, man, good spark to the fight card right there. We got a nice knockout finish. Hey, it had to be him.
First bonus. Oh, man.
First bonus locked up. And then we got our second bonus locked up in a fight that you got to start putting some respect on my guy Doc House name or Dawkins, whatever y'all want to call him. Hey, I don't want to get his name wrong because he out here sleeping cats.
And he a popo.
Yeah, he might lock you up. Hey. Don't nobody want to run from this guy. I'm sure he shows up. Hey, did you just see me on the UFC? Cool, you got me player.
I want to be at one of the press conferences just so I can ask him, as a police officer, do Black Lives Matter? Because you out here whooping ass professionally.
Oh man!
Just want to make sure he got fair treatment.
Oh man!
Regardless of who he arresting, because he did my guy dirty. That's for sure.
I haven't heard anything bad about my guy Doc House. So
him and my guy dirty in the ring. I know that's for sure.
And I should have not slept on him. He's from Philly. Philly is known for them hands, for having good boxing gyms. And he clearly changed out of boxing gym.
Facts.
And he took Nascimento was on a nice little ride moving on up. Doc House took that from him and now he's on the climb. He got 2 first-round finishes since his UFC debut. And I don't know what else they can do. It's the stars are aligning for Doc House and Aspinall to meet. Because I want to say Doc House and Aspinall was on the same card last time when it was Doc House, Parker Porter, and Aspinall, Jay Coyer. Got to go check those facts, but I think that's what it was. We got 2 first-round. Hey, if they're going to be out here putting my guy Buckley and Impa against each other, y'all better put Doc House and Aspinall.
Hey, I'm not even going to hold you. Yeah, hey, at that point, you got a point.
Somebody got to get dethroned on this ride to the top, and whoever wins, hey, keeps climbing. So, but yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy. I picked Nascimento going into the fight. And as soon as I saw him in the cage looking like Baloo from Jungle Book, I was like, yeah, bro, he about to take this L, dog.
Bare necessity.
He just looked a little bit too big. Like he looked almost like how my guy that what's his name beat up. Damn, I don't remember the dude's name.
What fight? Recent fight?
Yeah. The last dude that
Romanov versus Rocky Martinez.
No. The last fight that the Canadian
Bozer versus Pessoa.
Yeah, he looked almost like Pessoa.
Okay,
he looked almost like Pessoa size. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, shit, bro, he's about to come in at a clear speed disadvantage. And they were moving in two different speeds.
Super speed.
It's like listening to a podcast at 1 and listening to it at 1.5, bro. It's totally different, bro. It's totally different.
Oh man, yeah. Doc
45 seconds. 45 seconds.
Lit him up, and I didn't even think Doc House was gonna come in. Even when they were in the ring, I was like, oh man, looked like Doc House was doing more cardio than he was doing strength training. Came in a lot lighter than he was in the last fight. I wonder if he's trying to move down to 205. He came in at 227. That's very light for a heavyweight. He may be on. I wonder if he's on track to try to get down to 205, or he's just out here.
That would be freaky power at 205, dog.
But will he have that same speed? Because I don't know if he's doing that against the same speed advantage, should I say, against a guy like Johnny Walker or something. But whatever he decides to do, I'm not betting against you until I see somebody put hands on you, because you clearly got a boxing background. The shots come off too clean, too straight, and they're landing on their target. He didn't miss any shot he threw once Nascimento was trying to get up. He was, take that, take this. Goddard got in a little bit too late, and that last hook landed, and Nascimento went right back down. He's like, hey, bro, you could have stopped him when I was coming up. Could have called it earlier.
Oh, man. Yeah, bro, that was very, very sick precision. That's for sure.
So, man, I wonder what he's going to do. He's dropping them pounds. And we might see him at 205 possibly, but I think an Aspinall Doc House fight has to happen. They're both still prospects in the UFC.
And Stipe only fight at like 230, so They need to have 2 whole different divisions. Heavyweight, super heavyweight, something.
They got 65 pounds to work with, so they can do something.
That's a lot, bro. That's a lot.
They can chop it in half if they want it. No other division has that big of a disparity, not even close to that disparity in weight classes. So yeah, figure something out. We'll see a lot better fights because hey, Paso or Nascimento wouldn't even be in the ring with him. We probably would have seen Doc versus Aspinall or something like along those lines. But yeah, so we get out of that fight. Nice knockout. Doc House got a bonus. Deserved the bonus.
Facts. 45 seconds. You get a bonus.
You get a bonus. You get a bonus.
And underdog, get a bonus.
Then we get another knockout. They just started opening up a can of whoop ass in this one. We got Tom Breeze, KB Bueller, and
he didn't even go to class. Bueller.
Tom Breeze was easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. He did.
Hand speed, bro. That's really all you need to know. Slept that man with a jab, dog.
I was just gonna say he didn't go down off that nice landing overhand overhand left, but he went down off the jab with the right. That jab was quick though. It was stiff. Yeah. And he lunged into it, so it wasn't an arm punching jab. I had some power behind it, but he went down off of that, and that was all she wrote. Early first round finish for Tom Breeze. I expected a finish here. It was one of the few fights I got right too, so go figure on that one.
I got that one wrong. I thought Bueller had some. Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking, man. Got hyped off him being a cannon. He's amateur.
Yeah, Breeze looks good. He looked good in that one. Eager to see what happens with him. That was at 185.
I said he used to fight at 170, bro. I don't even. He looked big, and he's tall. Big. And he's super tall. So
185.
Good luck to that division.
Breeze. What is Tom? 80. We saw some good stuff out of the division. You be dissing every chance you get.
Hey,
Middleweight got some heavy hitters, man.
Need all of
Middleweight
them.
Showed up and showed out.
Need all of them ranked guys that ain't. Need them to fight somebody. Y'all fight these guys.
Oh man, that's the issue. They can't get to the fight with the ranked guys because they all beating each other. They never gonna make it there.
And then the ranked guys is always like, why would I fight this guy? He lost 2 fights ago to this other guy. No.
Oh man, it's gonna be tough.
They're gonna give Buckley Carl Robertson or something.
That's a tough one. That's a good matchup too. That's a good matchup. I was thinking when we can see Tom Breeze, you put me in the mindset. We saw Darren Stewart just come up for loss. That's a good fight.
I see that. I'll watch that.
Darren Stewart's a pretty. It was a competitive fight against Kevin Holland too. Hey, Tom Breeze, Kevin Holland as well, or even maybe Tom Breeze, Mearshart. I don't know if Mearshart wants to get back in there. He's coming off of 2 early finishes. You almost getting on that.
He out here.
Yeah, Hannah ciphering it up. Yeah, I was
just about to say that.
He out here on that
Hannah trajectory.
It's crazy because he was a win away against Heinisch from being ranked
top 15. Yeah.
Now he's plummeting down. It's like the stock when they said, "Oh yeah, they just had a mega lawsuit." That stock just go sell. Hey,
it's tough.
Crazy. And that capped off the prelims. That was a good way to finish it. All fights were competitive. Nothing bad to say about the fight card so far. And I'm not gonna say anything about the fight card moving forward because we had another set of good fights once you got to the main card.
Super fact.
But man, you gotta. Did Zalal get exposed or is Taparia just somebody to watch at featherweight?
I can't say he got exposed, but this is why you've been saying for the longest he has to stay fighting guys who are still at his same level. He's too wet behind the ears. He don't have the power. That's what we were calling out after his last fight. Like, I mean, you spin kick somebody with the first strike of the fight, and you don't finish it. And I mean, in our last fight, by the third round, he was gassing. Other dudes coming on stronger than him.
He was getting beat in that third round too.
Yeah, he had to start wrestling, and it's like that's clearly not even his game plan. He's not a wrestler because I mean, if you ain't got the grown man strength to knock people out with your fundamental basic technique of striking, like that's clearly what you're best at. You ain't even got the power to knock people out with that. How you think you got the power to grapple these dudes who actually are grapplers? Like, man, and like he might have got exposed at that point. Like,
it's tough. I'll say
he won 3 fights. He won 3 fights in the UFC this year, and this fight right here was a complete ass whooping. And he gassed again. This time in beginning of the second round, he was already looking like, oh, he done. It was a lot of running. It's
a lot of inactive or non-advantageous cage clinching just to eat the clock. Gassed him even more too. But what I saw from Taparia is another guy who is so confident in his wrestling he's willing to pressure you nonstop and throw it some heat, because if we come together, I can get you down.
Exactly.
And he's threatening subs nonstop. He was gotta give Zalal some credit for getting out of some of these submissions. He didn't allow himself to get subs. He could have easily just
he survived.
This guy is too tough. I'm gonna just call it a day. I'm gonna just let him get me. But he got out of those, and he actually did some work in that final round once Taparia was gassed though. So, but up until that point, he was getting manhandled the whole fight, and it was something I didn't expect to see happen to Zalal, but I'm not surprised that it happened to him.
This is what I thought was gonna happen to Giga. Giga got the kickboxing experience. Zalal just has more youth on his side. Back to the drawing board, you know.
Back to the drawing board, fix some things for sure. But Taparia is a guy who's going to be making some noise at that division. Hey, if they're going to be, if Morales is going to be fighting at 145, I would say get a Zalal Morales fight going, because those guys seem to be about in the same area. They both couldn't get off against guys they were favored against tonight.
Right.
So let them go figure some things out to see where they really are. And I'm not going to say put the Georgians against each other, because I'm not supporting that. Let Giga and Taparia get off and represent their country with some W's. I don't even know who's out there for him. But
somebody got to fight Spike Carlisle. Somebody got to do it.
Yeah. He reminds me of that Galvin Tucker. Very kind of short for that division. Compact, strong.
Compact and strong.
Good pressure, good subs. Hey, Taparia is a guy to look out for at that division for sure. Hey, maybe get him against Makwan. Makwan going to have to fight somebody. He going to have to fight somebody. So I like it. And right into the Aspinall Badeau fight. It looked like minus 700. Sort of, kind of. Badeau had a shot.
I don't know. He gave himself a shot. He was doing everything. He was throwing everything to start the fight. And he actually, he came in moving pretty well for a big dude. And he came in a lot bigger than what I thought he was going to come in, considering he was fighting at 205 before. Maybe they just have some faulty scales wherever he was fighting at, because I don't know how you go from 205 to 254 within, one fight or whatever.
He's at 238.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought he was big. Dude looked big. But yeah,
he had a lot of table muscle on him too, though. That belly was jiggling, so he could have did without that.
Okay, skip the cardio.
I ain't trying to lose. I ain't trying to cut weight. This.
Oh man, it was tough. Like, it looked like Bodai had something, but no, Bodai, whatever you want to call him, Alan.
Oh, you know what?
It looked like he had something for him to start, and then he just didn't. Like, I still think it was a little early of a stoppage, but hey, when you getting ground and pounded like that,
full mounted ground and pound, and you not fighting back, you got to show me something. You got to show.
Defend yourself. Yeah.
All he was.
I can't.
All it would have took was for one of those to land clean for him to go to sleep, and now people would have been.
Facts.
So you wait for him to go to sleep now, ref? You got to get knocked out for you to call it a fight. Hey,
if it was Herb Dean,
Herb Dean, he'd still be getting punched on right now. This card wouldn't even be over if Herb Dean was ref.
Show me something.
I'm about to call it. Do you want me to call it? Show. Yeah.
It was tough. Another 1 minute finish. 3 of these fights was 1 minute.
That was Aspinall's longest fight in mixed martial arts at one.
Did he get a bonus?
He did not get a bonus because he came in as such a heavy favorite, and that was he didn't do anything explosive to cause that ending. He just got in a good position to get it. Yeah. So no bonus in that one. You had the bonus in the Breeze. You had a bonus for Dalkis and Buckley. And I'm pretty sure we all know where that last bonus is going, but we'll get there. So Aspinall showed out, did what he was supposed to do, and now I'm hoping for a Doc House versus Aspinall in the future. I don't know any other heavyweights that are in the same playing field. Don't set him up with a grappler. Let's let these guys. Bulldozer is beating both of these guys. Don't disrespect.
Mo Green. Get on Mo Green.
Yeah, possible. Mo Green's probably getting he's at Jackson Wink now though, so Mo Green might come out looking like a John Jones of the heavyweights. Who knows? He might come out looking like Mike Rodriguez. Might see a Mo Green out there.
I could see Aspinall and Dalkis fighting for sure. That's a good look.
Yeah, we've been calling them out. We've been getting a lot of these next fights right. So And what was next? Oh, Alex Perez. Was that the next fight? Yeah, Alex Perez versus
and, Duplessis.
DDP.
DDP.
Yeah.
Another 185 fight.
Just 185ers got all the finishes. You like that?
Just have to make the black dudes fight each other though.
Oh man.
Hey, the black dudes wasn't trying to fight neither one of these guys though. Neither one of these other two fights.
I think Buckley has something for both of these guys in this fight.
Yeah. This one he got a chance. This one he got.
I think he has something for Dreamlife too.
Yeah, right, like 5'8", like 5'8". Dude was like 6'3", 6'4".
He was having some success against Kevin Holland. Like, bro, what does 5'8" mean? Josh Emmett 5'4", 5'6". Like, bro, like you keep going off of height. Height ain't winning nobody no fights, except for the last fight that we saw.
John Jones.
Mike Rodriguez the same size as John Jones. You need the skill.
Not the same skill.
Hey, gotta have the skill. Height is only half the battle. Skill is winning these guys fight. Oh yeah. You out here turning into cows, man. But that's for another day.
Gotta have height class.
If they ever do fights by height, we're gonna have some dude 5'8" and 5'8", but somebody 320 pounds versus come on, man. It's not the same.
I saw a fight, some backyard fight club stuff. I'm not gonna call him a midget because this dude clearly with my eyes, but it was a little person. Forgot what they called him, baby Hercules or something like that. He fought against this tall, super skinny dude that was like 5'8", 5'9", but he was super skinny.
How was that super tall?
No. I mean, he was tall compared to fighting against the little guy. The little guy, him beat him all up, like just putting hands on him, put the paws on him. I need to find the. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Gotta have the skill.
I'm like, throw the head kick. His head right there.
I know you're gonna mention Deron Wynn versus Mirashard. And Deron Wynn versus.
Hey, I want to see Deron Wynn versus Buckley.
Oh my goodness, I'd rather
height versus height
versus Kasanga. Buckley is not that short, bro. He's 5'10". He's only an inch shorter than Impa. Hey, he looked 5'10" to me. I don't know. Go look at the face off. You fooling. So Buck, hey, you want him to be 5'8". You want him to be.
William Knight like 5'10". This guy ain't 5'10".
Hey, bro, he's only an inch shorter than Kasanga. So at that point, somebody's lying. If you're only an inch shorter than the guy they saying is 5'11", and you calling yourself 5'10", what's the deal? So,
but yeah, man, DDP with the finish.
185 got every 185 fight ended in the finish. And this was a bit of a tough finish because Marcus Perez was actually getting off in this fight. And in my opinion, he was ahead in that round.
Went with the John Jones spinning back elbow, spun right into a hook.
Uppercut, side punch, hit him all up in the ear, he landed down face to the side.
His hand went the same direction that your head was already spinning, just extra spun it. Like, bad luck for you, buddy. Bad luck for you. Surprise, no bonus here, but
heavy favorite, and once again, it didn't have the excitement that the other fights had. Breeze, that shot
was a jab.
To be able to knock a guy out with a jab is impressive. That's saying you got a cold ass jab. Hey, you gotta look at it from the opposite end of the spectrum.
I was that jab, but Izzy was hitting. What's his name?
I was like a shotgun jab. He's out there putting some heat behind it. Like I said, the finishing as to why DDP even got it was still kind of
questionable.
Like the finish wasn't questionable, but how it happened. Yeah, how that moment transpired is still like it wasn't. Oh my goodness! But you can say, hey, he dropped him with a jab. Like at that point, give him a bonus. Give him the bonus. Give him the bag. Had we not seen the fireworks in the last fight, DDP does get a bonus, and Dana probably should have gave it to him because newcomer making his debut. Let him eat. Let him go home. Filthy rich. I wonder what $50,000 can buy you in South Africa. But I think South Africa is pretty even with the American dollar.
This guy came out here and said he wanted to be the first true African champ. Get him out of here.
Oh, I need at 185. Izzy might fight him just to say get the hell up out of it. But that's neither here.
Like we're old buddy that beat up on Bodai. Let him fight this guy.
Dausha.
Yeah.
Longambulo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm just calling
that
guy.
Yeah, Dausha. Yeah.
Hey, that's a good matchup to make. He said he wants somebody in the top 20 though. He called him a top 20 after beating Marcus Perez, who also lost to Wellington Turman.
Come on, Brian.
And Wellington Turman just got the brakes beat off of him by Andrew Sanchez. got a long way to go, my guy. Hey, you beating the guy who lost to the guy who lost to the guy. Hey, get him up out of here. You ain't getting no top 20 this soon. But if you want to fight
everything, can't get everything you asked for.
He did say he won top 20, so go ahead and give him Chimaev. Let's see if he really wants that work. He calling for it. Chimaev, I'll take 2 fights that day. Book me for the co-main and the main event. I'll just stay in the ring after I'm done. But that's neither. My bad, DDP. Don't come looking.
Chimaev would dust that dude off.
And then
I want to see Chimaev and Buckley, but yeah, let's go.
Oh man, hey, Buckley would be game. Game.
You're not about to drag his ass around the cage. I know that.
For sure, not gonna cradle him. I'm not gonna rock my baby here. But man,
no Westbrook in the post on that one.
We get to the heavies, and this was a surprisingly entertaining fight, considering that it went to decision. And Tybura showed me a lot. I saw this in the Felipe fight, but he's actually a competent striker. Who's not only just a
Walling stall grappler. Yeah. Cage
I like that. You made that up?
I heard it before.
Oh, okay. Say Walling stall. That's cold. Dropping it. But yeah, I'm gonna start using that, bro. That's a good one. But yeah, man.
That's the people that Sataki don't like.
Yeah. Was he in that fight? He wasn't in that fight, but he broke up the neck. Yeah. I will get that in a second. Yeah. That's what I've said, man. Chris Sataki or Kevin, whatever his name is, he the one. He'll break it up. But Tybura was willing to trade with Rothwell, and he actually had the better striking than Rothwell all throughout the fight.
In a couple exchanges.
Rothwell was very wide.
I gave Rothwell the first round. He gassed, though. He gassed bad. Like,
I want to say they had it 30-27 across the board.
29-27, bro. They gave
29-20. They gave him that 10.
Yeah, they gave Rothwell the first round, and Tybura took it, 10-8 third or 10-8 third was crazy. But it was clearly the case. Like, Rothwell gassed and he just beat the brakes off him in that third round. Like,
right.
Ain't nothing you can do with that.
It was a good fight. A very, very good fight. It was competitive.
Got his face leaking, half his face red. He was done.
And Tybura needs to start getting that respect put on his name, because he's out here.
I mean, he had it at one point in time, and then he started losing to the top of the top guys. But this might be one of them guys. This might be a guy that a lot of these guys need to come see. The Tom Breezes and the I mean, not Tom Breeze. The Aspinall
Dalkhouse. Yeah,
the Aspinalls and Dalkhouses. Yeah, this might be a guy that they need to come see. Even Felipe. Like, at the end of the day, he's a guy who's actually been in there with the cream of the crop. So
I was going to say Tybura Spivak, but did they already fight?
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah.
I think he might have lost the Spivak. But yeah, Tybura is looking good. He's riding a 2-fight streak. I think 3-fight streak, because he also beat the Hawaiian guy who was supposed to light the world on fire, who beat Arlovsky. Damn, I can't believe I can't remember his name. I think Tybura beat him. No, that was Spivak who beat him. Oh my goodness, I keep getting Tybura and Spivak mixed up. But yeah, Tybura got to be on the 2-fight streak.
34, so he's longer than 2 too. Beat Spivak, beat Grisham, and beat Rothwell just now. All decisions though. Got slept by Sakai.
Oh, Sakai beat you. I'm not high.
Slept by Shamil Abdul-Rahimov.
2 guys that are ranked.
And slept by Derek Lewis.
Ranked guy. And lost the decision to Verdum. So he's only lost the top level talent.
Facts. Yeah.
This is a guy who might get the bulldozer fight. A Cyril Gane. Those are guys right at that bottom level of the rankings at heavyweight. Maybe even the Walt Harris.
Jackson Wink.
We're gonna have to see about that. Tybura's been looking good. He's been looking real good. So yeah, I'm eager to see this, because he lost 4 fights in the UFC, but all to elite top level talent. We forgot to mention that Timothy Johnson fight, but we don't forget about that one. That was early, and that was his debut. He probably had UFC cage jitters or something. Who knows? But yeah, man. So we get the Tybura fight done, and we move right into the co-main event.
Cool, man.
And this fight played out the way I thought it was going to go. As long as Barbosa can stay standing, he's good.
If
he goes to the ground, he's not good.
He held back that spin kick for 2.5 rounds before he actually threw it. because he didn't want to get his back taken, didn't want to get grabbed, didn't want to get hemmed up. And Americani basically was on his Jordan impersonation, trying to fly a knee everywhere. Don't matter how far I am from you. Yeah, I got to get this knee off. Got to get it off.
He's not afraid to come into a clinch. Which, if you get that close, I can just grab you, and I'm very happy to be there. So yeah,
bro. Once Barbosa started timing that right, dropped him 3-4 times, and eventually it got to the point where I couldn't tell if the punches were dropping back on or if he was just falling to try to bait him into something towards the end of that. But
that third one he went down on seemed like he was trying to bait him into, almost in a sense pulling guard on a punch. Is what it looked like. I'm gonna fake get dropped because I need you to try to grapple with me because every time
I need you to roll on the floor with me.
But it was clear that Makwan has a huge advantage on in that department because Barbosa wanted no parts of it. And in the third round, he did get to where he wanted it to go. He just had the wrong ref for his game plan. Chris Stock ain't playing that. Kevin Stock ain't playing that madness. Hey, you better be advancing. You better be advancing. This is a fight. We didn't come here to see y'all.
No light work.
Right? Yeah. He's got to be a fan of the sport. He's probably in there watching the fight like, this is trash right now, y'all. I'm only in here a few times a night. Y'all gonna give me this? Nope. Stand up, slap him on the back, put him back in a good position. And yeah, Barbosa looked good.
He know the fans. Hey, the fans gonna like me. Y'all not fighting. Hey, fight.
Yeah. And he gives you warnings. It's not like he's up. He's letting you know, hey, this is your last warning.
Quick warning, too.
Quick, but hey, he lets you work through it, gives you enough opportunities, and then he goes in and does what he has to do. I like the new look Barbosa with the full beard. He out here looking like he's coming for heads now.
Or he look like Ghost from Power.
Man, this Barbosa. He look good in this fight, man. Like I said, I think he's the best 145 pounder out there. You gotta show himself.
He called himself the best 145 pounder. He said he wanted the belt. Said that's what he came for.
Man, what about a Barbosa versus Chikadze fight? If we can ever get something like that to happen,
he's dusting Chikadze off, bruh. Dusting him off, bruh. Hey, one got power to knock you out. The other one just don't. Dusting him off, bruh.
Yeah, we seen Giga dropped Moraes twice today too. Same type of drop.
Different. Barbosa would have knocked his ass out.
Different. Man, you know my guy Giga like that. I told you, Giga, I'm never going to hit you, but Barbosa is the greatest 145.
Barbosa versus Cater, something like that. Might get a Korean Zombie if he lose.
Maybe even he should get Ortega if he loses, because Ortega been sitting at number 2 for almost 2 years, over 2 years probably. So
Hollow Mini
took that beating from Holloway, and ain't only fighting he's done is slapping Korean Zombie's translator. So at that point, that doesn't count to keep you in the rankings. That can't keep you in the rankings. So hey, maybe even gets that Dan Ige rematch, but like I said, I don't know why they'll do it. It's not something that can sell good. He needs a new face. Maybe you see Ige on the rebound sometime. I just wanted to avenge that loss because I actually thought he won. But hey,
bigger and better things.
Bigger and better things out there.
Should fight Holloway. Fast track him. Should fight Holloway.
And that's why I think he's the best featherweight out there. If you ask me, is he beating Volkanovski? Yes. Or you ask me if he beats Holloway? Yes. Or you ask me if he beats Brian Ortega? Yes. The only guy he probably has an issue with is the beat, because Yair Rodriguez isn't the guy. Korean Zombie isn't the guy. Calvin Kattar, possibly. I'm going through the list. You can't tell me I'm wrong. You hear those names, you're like, yeah, Barbosa.
Volkanovski is dusting everybody, bro.
Volkanovski's getting that calf kick 2-3 times. Barbosa putting them paws on him. And no, it's probably ain't even going to be no decision either. I can't wait till Barbosa will ring off 2 more wins. Get 2 more. The new chant is 2 more. Get 2 more. I'm saying that every time from now on. Barbosa needs 2 more wins, and we can see the new. Hey, bro, everybody that listens, you know he can beat him. I didn't say anything outlandish. That's why you're not.
No, Volkanovski got something for him. No, don't disrespect the champ.
I don't know.
Put some respect on the champ.
I don't know. We've only seen Volkanovski in his last 2 fights
for a reason.
He had a questionable one in that last one against Holloway. You know how I feel about Barbosa versus Holloway. They're probably gonna do Volkanovski Holloway 3 anyway. But who cares, man? Who cares? Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't want to see that no more. No more.
But yeah, Barbosa got the decision win, and now we get to the main event. A fight I thought was going to go Moraes' way, but Sandhagen said, "Hold up, I'm not done yet. Y'all not about to write me off. I'm not taking 2 L's in a row. Let me show you what it do. And he now put it. I told you this was for the Frankie Edgar sweepstakes, and you didn't want to listen.
He called out Frankie Edgar just because he needs somebody else to fight while they give Aljamain Sterling a title shot.
There's nobody else to fight. Who else is there to fight? He called TJ and Edgar. Name me 2 other guys for him to fight. There's no need to call out Aldo, who's below you. There's no need to call out Pedro Munoz, who just lost to Frankie Edgar. No need to call out a Sansao. No need to call out Garbrandt, who's trying to go to 125. There's only 2 names.
Got a tour knee.
Yeah, there's only 2 names.
Edgar, he about to dust Frankie Edgar
and TJ Dillashaw. He called out the right guys. He's next up.
He's about to dust Frankie Edgar off, bro. And TJ gonna come back and fight Moraes.
I honestly think he doesn't even need those fights. If Aljo were to lose to Jan, I think Cory Sandhagen gets the title shot automatically without having to fight a Frankie Edgar or a Dillashaw. But yeah, if Aljo wins, we already saw what happened in that fight. You got to go beat somebody else before we can put you here. But if he loses, which I don't think
Frankie Edgar though,
and that means if Frankie Edgar wins, I told you he came down to fight for titles. Don't be disrespecting.
Came down to get fast track.
Hey, he beat Pedro Munoz. Is Pedro Munoz?
Oh, hey.
He is. Was that the most dangerous guy for him to fight in the top 5? No. So I will agree with that. But who else was there for him to fight?
Anybody else in the top 15?
Why would he fight a top 15er? This is Frankie Edgar. He ain't got time to be out here fighting top 15ers, wasting his time. Top 5 or nothing. Top 5 or I'm gonna just stay top 5 at featherweight.
Top 5 in name only. Top 5 in name only.
We just saw what he did to Munoz. I think Edgar versus Sandhagen is a good fight, but everybody's gonna have to
dusted off, bruh. 5'5" to 5'11", dusted off, bruh.
Fought in the cage and out on the paper and not do the statistics. Frankie Edgar is a very good fighter. Very different fight style than Moraes. Moraes loads up on a lot of shots and he puts himself out of position.
That's true.
And also threatens his gas tank. Frankie Edgar is a skilled veteran, a lot of movement. I'm not saying
gas tank, no chin tank.
Oh my goodness, very good striker. Sandhagen will. I would say if that fight is to get booked, Sandhagen probably gonna come in like a -250 favorite. But don't sleep on Frankie Edgar. Can't believe you keep disrespecting these legends.
Flying knee finish.
Ask Holly Holm how does old age look? Go ask Holly Holm.
Mother Time is undefeated.
Hey, Holly Holm punched Mother Time in the mouth. Got the W. Whooped Mother Time's ass last fight. So yeah, man. But shout out to Sandhagen. He got a performance bonus. That head kick was sick. We didn't even break down the fight. Pretty good competitive first round. I didn't think we was going to see that type of finish. I thought it was going to be later in rounds.
Yeah. I thought eventually he was going to gas Moraes out. He was hitting him to the body a couple times. But yeah, that head kick was nasty. And Moraes, like you said, he loads up a little bit too much when he swings. He did throw a head kick. Like I said, he was going to throw a head kick.
That was one too many.
He has too many explosive movements to be so big, man. Like, and he's fluid. He's a fluid mover, but it don't matter. Like they still take your energy bar down. Like your stamina meter just be fluctuating too much, man. Like can't be doing that. Can't be doing that.
Yeah, man.
I want to say he needs to move up to 145 so that he don't have those problems. But I don't know if 145 is going to be the thing at 5'6".
Yeah, I was just about to say, you telling Buckley to move down because you believe he's 5'8", but you want somebody who's 5'6" to move up to be at an even worse disadvantage. Come on, man.
He just too big, man. He just too big.
I think 145. He's at the right division. Sandhagen is just one of a kind. He's 5'11" at 135. But we saw what happened against Aldo. We saw what happened. Didn't he lose that Sansao? He probably beat that Sansao. He lost to somebody else.
Oh yeah, he was undefeated in the UFC before that. He did lose to somebody else, but it wasn't in the UFC.
Yeah. It wasn't UFC. Oh yeah.
Might have been Jamal Emmers low key.
Sandhagen.
Yeah, it was Jamal Emmers. Yep.
Oh wow. So Jamal Emmers out there putting in that work.
See, Jamal Emmers a 145er, so yeah, he can.
He's also like 5'11" as well. So
yeah.
It's going to be something to see what happens over there because it seemed Sandhagen is about to get that title shot. Even if they put him against Dillashaw or Edgar, I think he's going to be favored in that fight. Anything can happen in those two fights, but I think Sandhagen will come out and look just how he did against Moraes. Set him up for a title shot. He's getting that title shot. This was
Dillashaw off the juice.
Yeah, this was the test right here. This was the one that was going, because he was going to get the title shot had he beat Sterling. They put him right back in that position. Hey, if you get another W, you're going to be right there knocking on the door if you beat the number one contender. So that's what he did. Couldn't be number 2, but you could be number 1. Go ahead.
About to get it. Hey, he even said it in his post fight. I don't expect to get a title shot, but I'm right there. One more.
Yeah, there's nobody else. There's no reason for him to fight anybody below him. I think he was ranked. Reasons. Yeah, you be wanting people just to be fighting. There's no need for him to take another fight unless it's not the 2 guys that he's mentioned. Anybody outside of Edgar or Dillashaw is not worth the fight. No need. You can't name a guy, but you can't name a guy in his division that he should fight outside of the guy who messed up his chance in Sugar Sean O'Malley. That's the only guy worth fighting for him.
Cheeto versus Sandhagen? No, Cheeto versus Moraes. No, Cheeto versus Stamen. You're right. Hey, he got to fight based on the rankings, but still, it's like, yeah, come on, like, you might.
Bro, there's nobody for him to fight at this point.
Hey, don't even say Edgar. Just say give me a title shot. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he called out Edgar. He called out a guy who fresh off the juice and ain't even back, ain't even scheduled to come back, ain't even said, hey, as soon as my suspension is lifted, I want to fight as soon as. Like, ain't nobody heard from TJ Dillashaw. Don't nobody want to see you dust off Frankie Edgar, even though he was supposed to dust off Frankie Edgar a couple years ago.
Man,
he was supposed to fight. He was supposed to fight Frankie before Frankie took the Korean Zombie fight.
He's basically saying, "I'll take a fight in the meantime,"
but only against Frankie Edgar
or TJ Dillashaw, who are guys who are currently at this current moment. Those 2 guys are ranked above him, along with Moraes, along with Sterling, and along with Peter Yan.
Ranking
and Garbrandt. So outside of those 5 names, and Garbrandt, like we said, injured and have moved down. Sterling fighting for the title. Moraes he just beat. That leaves 2 names. So in the meantime,
but no, he's the number 1 contender outside Aljo. So it is what it is.
It is what it is. He's saying
I
just
don't want to see him fight Edgar.
Hey, I'm gonna take a fight. Stay busy fight. And I also do it against these top ranked guys who also just happen to be named Frankie Edgar and TJ Dillashaw. I see no harm in it. Why you always gotta hate on somebody? Why you gotta hate? Why you hating?
It's not hate. It's just
you want him to go out here and risk his spot in line to go fight.
I'm not saying do anything. I'm saying, hey, just sit out.
Wait. Why not fight? He wants to fight.
He wants an easy win over a big name. That's all.
Man, you calling this Cormier, Ryan Bader? I want the easiest check in the division.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh my goodness. Hey man, you know he's gonna be on the show for a minute.
Bro, they got Cody ranked number 3. How did they do that?
I'm trying to told you. You look at the rankings. There's only 2 names for him to call out because those are only 2 names.
Cody ranked number 3
above him.
No, Cody is number 3.
Yeah,
Cody above him. And Cody's gone.
Also hurt. Cody's hurt and gone.
Yeah. Frankie number 5.
Frankie 5.
Mungo's number 6. Aldo number 7. Jimmy Rivera number 8. Sanseal number 9. Yeah,
nobody else for him to fight.
Call out Murad.
Oh my gosh. You just want guys to. Hey, I want the riskiest fight. I want to lose my opportunity.
Call out Rob Font.
Oh my god.
Cheeto Vera, Song Yadong.
The only fight that would have made sense had he not lost to Cheeto would have been Sean O'Malley, because they match up so well on paper in terms of height and striking. That was it.
Sandhagen beat the brakes off that dude.
I'm not going to go out here disrespecting Sean O'Malley. He just happened to fight a guy in Cheeto Vera that he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for him, but he got leg kicked a couple times. Knee went out, foot went out, something like that. I would like to see Cheeto Vera versus Sandhagen, but I just don't think he has the.
He's not ready. Not ready.
He doesn't have, and also he just doesn't have the momentum getting him there. That O'Malley fight was great, but it ended almost like the Aspinall fight ended. Right. You got to win, but we're not impressed because it didn't have the fireworks to it coming to an end. So
I want Cheeto Vera and Dominic Cruz, but yeah, man. I guess Corey do has to dust off Frankie Edgar. It's fine. It's fine. I'll watch
TJ Dillashaw, who at the time former champ, lost his belt.
See, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna wait till January before he even comes back for y'all to even say that this is the guy that you're gonna fight, you might as well just say I'm gonna take the title shot.
But you can start training right now. The fight could happen in January. Aljo fight isn't even booked. There's no booking for Aljo Yan. It's not like
it's coming. It's coming.
The fight hasn't even been announced.
If they come by the end of the year, I'm not taking that. I'm not expecting to fight TJ Dillashaw.
I think the Aljo fight is in December. Going to happen in December.
Should happen.
And and that's what they're setting up. They've just been announcing too much stuff. Then they got to get other cards filled. We 2 weeks away from Habib. Don't even want to skip over.
Ready.
What's coming up next, man? What's next on the schedule?
Ready.
I'm eager to see.
Oh, KZ and Ortega.
Oh yeah, that was. I don't know how I forgot about that. We was just mentioning both of them on here.
Man.
And who's on this card? Ooh, Kuchagian versus Andrade. Cyril gone in the main of co-main. Oh, it's getting interesting. It's getting.
Hey, ready, bro?
Bukakis versus Jimmy Crute. Got Jonathan Martinez. I'm liking that. James Krause. I'm liking that.
Jillian Robertson.
Okay. Oh, whoa. Who's she fighting? Who is that?
And Gulov. Yeah.
Oh, did I hear my guy into Gulov? Oh, Gulov versus
Maxim Grishin.
This is
and Mark Striegel finally pulling up.
Mark Striegel. He pulls this one off. He's about to be a guy to watch at 135 for sure.
Doubt he pulls it off. He's fighting against a guy last name Nurmagomedov. Tough way to go out. Sorry for you.
He find a guy named Nurmagomedov, which means he's probably going to like wrestling. And he probably better go check my guy Mark Striegel's resume. I believe he got like 16 subs. Let me discount double check this. 14 subs out of his 18 wins. So if you want to go wrestle this guy, be my guest. I think Mark Striegel is
you about to wrestle him.
And he's a strong guy. So this is about to get interesting. I just want to take a quick look at these Bovada odds. Hey, let's get these Bovada odds out here on that Striegel fight. I'm rolling with Striegel. Oh, why they keep trying to do my guy Striegel like this? He was plus 400 against Tamir Valiev. Now he's plus 325 versus Syed Nurmagomedov, minus 450. This guy has to be like Habib's cousin or brother. Let me find out who he is. Oh man, they got Anti Gulov plus 300.
Jeez.
Cyril Gyan minus 650. They setting up that guy. Number one in Croatia. Interesting.
Dust it off.
Oh yeah, man, we got a good card coming up. Another good card on the way. Fight Island be producing, man.
I like it. Ain't nobody out the Rona yet, I don't think. Good.
No Rona issues. Not one, not a two. So yeah, man, that's what it is. Catch us. Give me those previews soon. Ortega versus Korean Zombie on the way. So yeah, man. That's UFC Fight Night or Fight Island 5 in a nutshell. And it's Cajun style. Oh, that's about the only thing we did right today. I know my parlays was bad. Got a million on you.
Oh man! Shout out to the creators. See the poster and the sign.
Oh man! Shout out to Joey if you ever watch this one day. I'm gonna send it to his. Give him a direct message. Hey man, how you like my podcast? He's like, I don't rock with this. Oh yeah, man.
What are y'all talking about?
Everybody think they podcasters now. Oh, John Phillips making his return. He about to be pissed.
The one in Florida UFC, John Phillips.
Oh man. Well yeah, man. Catch y'all on the flip. Y'all know what it is.
Cajun.
Oh, right there. It's right there. Yeah, yep.
Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Styling on them.
Y'all know what it is.